compulsory mask wearing outside, guys in the States, this election recounting. It's a difficult time for all of us. Here in the UK, we have this national effective lockdown. We're all kind of stuck. And it's easy that when we have this situation coming out of a lackluster Christmas period for many of us, where we couldn't see our family, we couldn't see our friends, we couldn't come together like we normally do. And now coming into the new year with news that, the lockdown continues, it's very easy for us to become disempowered. It's very easy for us to feel that we've lost control. We don't have control. And as humans, we need to have a sense of control. We always want a sense of certainty. We want a sense of certainty, and yet we want variety. And when we only have variety and no certainty, if it's always spontaneous and there's no certainty, no structure of things, it's difficult for most of us. And when it's the other way around, when it's always structure and certainty and no variety, it's not palatable. And yet here we are in this strange state where the control, it's not our control. We feel like we've lost control. And that if anybody has control, it's the narrative, the government, or the narrative, or the scientists. Somebody out there has the control, and we don't have that. So it's a very difficult time when we feel like we've lost that control or it's been given up. But I want to present to you something else. And that is, from uncertainty can come opportunity. Let me say that again. From uncertainty can come opportunity. What do I mean by that? Am I just speaking some words, or is there something in this? See, I remember when I was made redundant a number of times in my career, and that's since the early 1990s. And there have been times during financial crises where so many people were made redundant in the city of London. And I remember thinking that my life's over. How am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to support the family? How am I going to clear our debts and hold our family name? So many worries came to me. And yet each time I was made redundant or something happened, some new opportunity started to show up. But the thing is that it needed me to shift from a state of victimhood and helplessness to a state where I started to be open to what might come. And now that opportunity, for example, I had an opportunity that came, there was no money. It was an unpaid opportunity to get involved in the dot-com boom of the early 2000s. And I took it because I thought, you know what? I don't have a job. There's no way that anybody's getting a job in London right now. So let's just go and take some work and do it free. Let's learn. It's an opportunity to learn. And by seeing it as an opportunity to learn, when I got into that, I started to find that I could get into something that I learned a new skill. And as I learned a new skill, opportunities for paid work started to open up as a result of that. And so sometimes when we look at things, we reject them because we think that's not really for me. But sometimes the thing that we overlook or that we reject is the opportunity that is waiting in the making. You may not see the opportunity straight away. We may not recognize it, but it is an opportunity in the making. We have to hold our patience. We have to hold our reserve, not judge, and then move into that state and explore and see what that is. And look, let's face it, so many of us are in this situation. What have we got to lose? So many of us are sitting at home. We could be doing training. We could be, my brother said to me, he goes, I'm sitting at home and I'm working, but then out of work, sometimes I don't know what to do. I said, you could be doing courses. And he said, you know what? I'm going to do some training in Udemy. How much does it cost to do a training course in Udemy? Go and learn something. The point is that when we are faced with uncertainty, we have to look elsewhere for opportunity. And some of you know that we've recently adopted some stray kittens, some wild kittens actually, they're neglected kittens. And we've adopted these beautiful fur balls, two, brother and sister. And they're only 16 weeks now. And I remember that when we found them, the neighbor whose house they came from, whose garden area they came from, said they were foraging for food. If you ever notice cats, kittens, animals, they don't let uncertainty win the day. When there is no food, they will look elsewhere. By hook or by crook, they will find food. they will find it, or food will find its way to them, as in a bird or something. So the point is that the birds of opportunity can land anywhere, but we've got to have that vision to see and stay open to opportunities and recognize that the opportunity that we seek may not come in the shape that we were seeking it, but it's still an opportunity nonetheless. And so I say to you, if you're feeling like there is no certainty, if you're feeling disempowered, if you're feeling a lack of control, start to revisit those people, those situations, even at home, right? Through your computer, like Udemy, training courses. Start to revisit those situations and those circumstances and things that could be an opportunity that's a springboard to the thing that you actually want. And isn't it that way with love? Sometimes you have a vision of who you want, what you want, the kind of person you want to be with, and then God sends you somebody who's actually even better than that, but you just didn't know that. I have this experience. So all of us need to be open to this opportunity. So I'm going to share a little something with you guys. I haven't prepared, as is typical for me. I just want to share something that comes to me, and I just kind of made up a little tune. I'm going to sing along. Just feel it. Take it where you need it, in your heart, in your soul, in your chest, wherever you feel you need to absorb this. Take it and use it. Share it with somebody you love. And I hope that it's useful to you and serves some purpose. Don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, The Wellbeing Expert. I'm on LinkedIn, and of course on Facebook, Urban Spirituality, and the youth podcast and the YouTube channel of the same name, Urban Spirituality. This is for all of you, from me to all of you. Peace out. Certainty from uncertainty, comes opportunity, comes opportunity. From uncertainty, comes opportunity. You gotta stay open-minded. You gotta look beyond what you see on the surface. Gotta stay open-minded. Gotta look beyond the surface. From uncertainty comes opportunity. From uncertainty comes opportunity. with the setting of the sun. It's not what you thought, but it's where you take your soul. With the setting of the sun, there comes a new dawn. With every uncertainty comes opportunity. So look inside yourself. Look inside yourself to find your way. Think about the chances that you missed. Think about the things that you learned. Find a way to take those lessons, apply them to the things in front of you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sing it with me. From uncertainty comes opportunity. From uncertainty comes opportunity. From uncertainty, don't worry, comes opportunity. Yeah. Comes opportunity. Yeah. Comes opportunity. Yeah. Peace out. Stay strong, stay urban, stay spiritual. Stress to success, one world. Peace out.